Welcome into the Northwest Bank Studios for the Daily Clone here on a Thursday, presented by the Cyclone Fanatic Shop. Head over to CycloneFanaticShop.com and check out all of our new basketball apparel. Look at that Hilton Magic crew neck. I've got one on the way. Go and get yourself some merch for this winter at Hilton Coliseum so you can be the best looking fans in your section. Head over to CycloneFanaticShop.com. It's a hard time right now to follow Iowa State football. 4 losses in a row, and there's no moral victories for a program that has completely raised the standard in Ames. They've been to 2 Big 12 championships. They won 11 games last year. Iowa State football is long past moral victories. That's where I'm at. And one thing that Matt Campbell has always talked about, and it's honestly a lesson that can be shared in all aspects of life, is he wants players he can lose with. Anyone can go to work the next day when things are going well. Anyone can go to practice and practice hard when you're 5-0. How do you do it when the team has lost 4 in a row? How can you do it when you lose 2 in a row at home in 2 very winnable games? Jon Heacock has seen that his team is a team that he can lose with and get better with.
When things aren't going good, I think human nature is selfish, and it's got to be somebody else's fault. And I think the blessing for me coming in this building for 10 years, I've never walked in here after a tough loss and felt like everybody in this building, to a person, felt like, man, they were responsible. That's not everywhere. And I've been blessed to be in a lot of locker rooms like that and coaches' rooms like that. And, I just feel like, I think you walk in this building on a Sunday after a tough loss, and every human being in here felt like it was their fault. That's a cool way to live. That's how you roll.
Wide receiver Chase Sowell spent 1 year at Colorado. That team was 1-11. He lost a lot, and he says that there's a lot of differences in how Iowa State handles losing compared to other programs.
I've been on teams where, you lose a game, you lose a couple games, and then it kind of just goes downhill from there. Just in the locker room, just around the building with people's attitudes, people's demeanors. I've been on teams with guys that just really have said, forget it, I'm done with this season, we have nothing to play for. And I think that's the difference between here and a lot of places is, there is more meaning in what you accomplish here than, the results that you're getting. The legacy that you're leaving behind, you go through, and the whole culture thing is really key. Just being true to yourself, true to your morals, true to your beliefs, and staying the course. So I definitely think we've done a great job of that for sure.
When Sowell was asked about the drops from himself in the wide receiver room, he pretty much said that it's a product of trying to do too much, and when you have one, it kind of snowballs. Again, that seems to be the theme of this entire Iowa State team. They almost care too much, and they're trying too hard. Let's hope on Saturday we can go out and see the Cyclones have a little bit of fun, play with some swagger. And speaking of swagger, that's exactly what Audi Crooks plays with all the time. Audi joins the 1,500-point club, scoring 29 points in a blowout win over Southern University on Wednesday night. Go to CycloneFanatic.com and check out Rob Gray's game story on Audi's historic night. The Cyclone men's basketball team plays tonight at Hilton Coliseum. Jackson Pence put together a game preview on Grambling State. The Cyclones are currently 33.5-point favorites. I'll have all of the coverage from Hilton Coliseum on YouTube at Cyclone Fanatic. Well, it's time for my Saturday game prediction. Unfortunately, I'm going TCU 41-23. I think this is a game that Iowa State absolutely has to score points in. They have to be involved in a shootout. When you look at the injury report, no Will McLaughlin to go with, no Jontez Williams, Jeremiah Cooper, Jamison Patton's doubtful, Tayshaun James is out, Dominique Orange, Tomato McDonough are both questionable. The defense is completely littered with injuries, and next man up can only go so far. They're going to have a hard time stopping an explosive TCU offense with the best wide receiver core in the conference. What does that mean? It is up to the offense to live up to your billing. It's up to the offense to not only go get yards, move the ball down the field, but punch the ball in the end zone. And I just don't think I've seen enough from this offense the last 4 weeks for me to believe that they're going to be able to go punch for punch with TCU. Prove me wrong. please. I hope I'm wrong. I hope this is the game that Iowa State's able to snap out of it. I guess we'll just have to see. Of course, we'll have all the coverage from Iowa State at TCU at CycloneFanatic.com on Saturday. I'll be here for the halftime and postgame show on YouTube, and we hope to see you there. This has been the Daily Clone here on a Thursday, presented by the Cyclone Fanatic Shop in the Northwest Bank Studios.